Okay, so welcome back. I declared war on Sylvania, and they immediately attacked, actually. So I was doing an ambush, basically, but they spotted the ambush, and they're actually attacking not with one, not with two, not with three, but with 4 armies. But kind of like 3 armies and a half. If I auto-resolve, I lose a bull center, but I really want to fight this one. Let's go. And the battle begins. So a couple of bull centers on the flank. On each flank, actually. Then my infernal guards, my heroes are all stationed, and I always have the chaos blunderbusses like you see there, so they have some range and they can shoot on whoever is attacking my infantry a little bit better, and to attack also the flying units, of course. And hopefully that high ground is good enough, hopefully. And then we have the enemy, and the enemy so far is mostly composed of tons of infantry. Zombies, like hell, a lot of zombies. Zombies, skeleton warriors, doggos, as you can see here. Yep. There's loads of skeletons and undead here. I love fighting against the undead. It's just getting them into a grinder. Lots of corpse cards as well, and some flyingers as well. Some Vargeists, these are very cool. And some Black Knights, actually, not Blood Knights. So yeah, this is just the first wave. In terms of battle plan, very simple, straightforward. I'll defend here, so I'll have to advance my infantry. I'd like to charge them. I'll leave some room on the flanks, and of course for my bull centers to maneuver a little bit. Not really corner camping, don't really need it on this one. Hopefully they won't flank too much as well, but I think they won't. And with the bull centers there, it should be easy. So my single entities should deal with those other single entities, and my blunderbusses, if I find that they are, too close to the action, if they're having any line sight issues, I'll just retreat them back. That's typically the idea here. So overall, let's see what we can do against 4 armies. So they're sending in their fast units. Overall, I think this is a mistake, because of course, of this, yeah, better for you to land. And the knights are also going to shoot, so, well, I'm going to have some friendly fire here. Whoops. There was a little bit of lag, my apologies. But still, they are large entities, so I can shoot while they are engaging my forces. And especially against those Vargeists, there's going to be a couple of volleys against them. Yeah, there we go. Bring them down, shoot them down. Is that like 3 units of blunderbusses discharging there? And even with the cairn wraiths here, I don't think he can break this. And Astragoth is here to help out. And like I stated, my flying units are and single entities are going to engage their own single entities, just making sure that it frees up my blunderbusses to deal with any large entities and other infantry units. And they don't have a lot of range, so that's why I don't count on them too much on that. I just want them, as you can see, I'm shooting the cavalry, I'm shooting the Vargeists. More Vargeists coming in. And yeah, enemy reinforcements are always constantly approaching, and these Vargeists, as you can see, they're powerful. I have to be careful. Although my Infernal Guards, they're in the 50s of melee attack and melee defense, so they're gonna handle that very well. Yeah. Time to issue an army ability. It failed for the most, but okay, it did buy me a little bit of time, because the enemy is not going to advance through, so that's a couple of volleys there. My bull center renders are doing a nice damage here. And I made a summon to disrupt most of these black coaches, most of these corpse guards. Even if they don't destroy them, all that I wanted is for them to be outside of the range so they heal less. And in the trees, I made a couple of attacks here. There were some cairn wraiths, I dealt with them. So my bull center renders, they're attacking spears, but of course they're low quality spears. And now come the black coaches. These are the ones that are actually going to be able to thwart a little bit my missiles, because of course I've created some openings and I wasn't ready for these guys. It's what happens when the enemy brings so many armies, of course. You know, they will be able to do some damage or eventually reach your back line. And with this, of course, I need to just focus fire the mobility. That's always what I do whenever I'm fighting vampire accounts. They're so good at this, like... all their infantry is just there to give numbers. The actual enemies are the single entities and the mobility, like the large entities that they have. So you get rid of those and everything else just crumbles really fast. So that's why I'm just going to focus fire on these on these black coaches. Bring in some of my bull center renders, should do short work of it. While my Infernal Guards, you know, has sustained damage, but they can survive that. There shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, you can see that black coach was almost brought to the red. I'm retreating on this side, but I still have enough fighting power. Even these blunderbusses, they can fight in melee, so it's fine. I think I'm making their fire. That's why they're not firing. Because I'm trying to focus down... Yeah, I wanted to focus down those crypt ghouls. Because there weren't any better targets there, honestly. And in the meantime, I'm dealing with those black coaches. Already killed one. Let's kill a couple of more. So that's great. You know, the enemy did a good use of their black coaches, but not enough to thwart my blunderbusses. And I'll be able to reorganize. And overall, the battle is going well. There's just zombies and skeleton warriors, some grave guards, but I focus fire them, so they don't cause a lot of damage. There are reinforcements showing up, but as long as I can reorganize my troops, I think I can deal with them. Of course, these crypt horrors, they are a problem, and there's a lot of skeletons, of course. But as you can see, my troops are holding on, and many of them are just crumbling, so yeah. Especially with all my single entities and my cavalry engaging here, that should be nice. You know, I've dealt with some corpse cards there. My single entities are just making sure that any enemy single entities are dealt with. Astragoth is just making sure that the enemy reinforcements are delayed severely. Really love that attack. It does a lot of damage actually there. And overall, as you can see, I'm just regrouping to face the reinforcements on the left, while simultaneously just trying to get my blunderbusses close to assist the single entities and bull centers. My infantry is already kind of depleted. Not all of it, but they took the most of the health damage, let's say, on this battle. So that's why I'm sending the heroes and Lord in front. And you can see that there's a mass crumbling going on. My Taurus is just killing someone over there. Yeah. Feels good to use an army like this against so many odds, you know? And whenever I see some crypt ghouls or horrors coming in, I just make sure that they are focused fired so that they lose a lot of entities here and there. And a key spot is to ensure that most of their single entities or most of their important units are having damage, you know, because if you stagger the damage, then it also helps out for them to go into army losses faster, which should happen anytime soon. This may seem like I'm overwhelmed, but I'm just about to win, because even if I just take care of a couple of units, like single entities of them, as soon as I'm attacking them, they'll just start to crumble very easily. A close-up on my Infernal Guard. Not Infernal Guard. These are the ROR unit, actually. Yeah. Can't remember their names. Yeah, some crit horrors involved here. Some skeletons, some poor zombies trying to do something against those guys. And suddenly, very surely, everyone starts to crumble, and the battle is actually going to end up being mine. So yeah, this was a very important, very interesting battle. And that was it. A nice heroic victory. I didn't lose anything. Some of my single entities were damaged, some of my infantry as well. I do gain the luck stone, and the most important part is that, you know, there's hardly anything to fight at this moment. So hopefully I breach them. Then I'll have to fight whatever they can muster in the next few turns, and then it's all clear to attack. Hopefully, of course. Let's go. Okay. In terms of developments, I'm already sending this army in. It has a mix of units, and I think Castle Drakenhof, I can finish it off really easily. Astragoth needs to just replenish a little bit because Vlad is nearby, even though it doesn't have anything really. It has good units, but too much chaff to be of any importance. I think this Sundrim's Grissom can attack those settlements there. And all the meantime, I'm just going to try and get better upkeep, more raw materials, more of everything actually, but still, what I think I need now is actually gold and raw materials. Because armaments I'm doing fine. Yeah. And overall, if I can get the income going really well and I can get yet another army, maybe I can even soon start making a second front, because overall I've been fighting enemies so far only on one front, which is excellent. It's what you typically want, but yeah, I think I'll have to start on the second front to, you know, get my victory conditions going and to get everything going. So overall, I'm just trying to decide sometimes whether I need some more heroes, for instance, like this, you know, if I need more hero capacity in the long run. So I just want to stagger those. In terms of the Tower of Za, these ones are really important. The less upkeep for military seats, it's always nice, even if it's just 1% is already cool. So 5%, 10%, it's really awesome. And the army ability to move a shoot, it's nice as well, but I don't have, you know, it will cost 300. I would love that control plus 3. That's why I highlighted there. And overall labor economy. For those of you who don't know, of course, you always have to check if you need the intake. I do have the gold. Do I want to go for it? I think so. Yeah, I think so. And I'll give all of those. Yeah, and I'll accept. Yep. It's 600, but that's better in the long run. And yeah, let's proceed with some conquests. Alright, so we're attacking Sylvania here, and we're bringing in the settlement garrison from Castle Drakenhof. That's the idea, to destroy them all, so that I can capture the city. Yeah, let's fight it out. I don't agree with the auto-resolve at all. This should be... So in terms of overview, instead of having the bull centers, I like using the Kadai units here with the Lamasu on the flanks. Then some Chaos Dwarf units, some blunderbusses there. Even more Chaos Dwarfs, some with great weapons, some with just shielded. I do have my single hero going over there. And on the other flank, of course, the same combo. I like this combo because the Lamasu can engage and deny any magical attacks, reinforcing the physical resistance from the Kadai units. So battle plan very easily while my hero and other units deal with that necromancer. Of course, the enemy reinforcements are showing up already. And I just want to move to a better spot, a more open location, so that I can flank. And, you know, that's the whole idea here. Especially creating like a sort of kill zone right there. That's what I want. With the vampires, you always need like a good kill zone to have. And yeah, the enemy vampire is approaching, and I think that one gets killed before it even lands, actually. Tons of friendly fire here, but it's fine. The Vargeist are also gonna land. And they make quite a nice target for blunderbusses. And I set my hero against that Vargulf. Even more cavalry coming in. Will my units break? They're actually reaching out, but my Kadai units will flank that cavalry unit. They should melt them, actually. Now here comes a magical attack unit, which Dalamasu will deny. So that's exactly what you want. This combination of Dalamasu with the Fireborn, it's really cool. The enemy reinforcements are showing up, but most of their mobility is gone, which is excellent. And the enemy lord is actually on foot, so I think I'm gonna cast. I have that ability, that item that gives them miscast, and I think I'm gonna use it so that he doesn't want to cast anything. Yeah, already Black Knights falling. I was really happy with my Chaos Dwarf units. Even though these are not Infernal Guards, they are holding really well. So they can handle smaller battles like this one, you know, against not so dreaded enemies. This is a summon, once more targeting their Necromancers or their Corpse Guards. It's really great. It's a nice idea to use that. And of course, I keep using my magic whenever it's necessary. In this case, against some Grave Gods. You can see that it seems like I'm being swarmed, but I have yet to use this flank. So it really doesn't look good for the vampires. I shouldn't lose too much, maybe one unit if I'm careless, you know, like for instance that unit over there of Chaos Dwarf Warriors. I have to retreat it, they're getting low. But it's a Chaos Dwarf Warrior. It's not like I cannot replenish it, you know. And yeah, the enemy lord is actually surviving a little bit longer than I was expecting. And now my flank will overwhelm the enemy for sure, together with Dalamasu. Really love this unit. The Fireborn just looks so great. Makes me hope for a Kuresh faction one day. Who knows? Some more snakes would be nice. Bring them down, boys! Bring them down. Nice shot from Dalamasu. Yeah, the enemy lord is the only thing actually holding these units together. But because it's on a single, you know, it's not on a large entity, that's why I cannot focus fire that easily. But soon the crumbling begins and the battle is ours. Yeah, that was nice. I should be able to capture Castle Drakenhof very easily because of this battle. Well done, well done. Oh, why did I attack? Why did I become a necromancer? No. Yeah, and the outcome of the battle is really nice. I did lose one of the units. I was a little bit careless. It wasn't a necessity at all. It was already quite a nice one, but I can get a better one very soon for sure. Let's get some more labor. And I think Castle Drakenhof is now up to the taking. Should be a very easy auto-resolve there. Because there's no garrison, if not mistaken. Yeah, let me just get some skill points here. Oh, definitely getting all the replenishment and some firing drills. Yeah, Temple Guardian, that's one I want. I want to get for the Stalwart Defender. I prefer to make them, you know, I could get more discharge. Should I get training and then Temple Guardian and then Bulgor? Yeah, that's what I want. Anything else? Oh yeah, let's go increase mobility and the Hellforge bolts. I like the Cinder Blast shell. And I don't lose anything on the auto resolve, of course. It should be fairly easy. Do I want to sack it? Do I want to occupy settlement? No, it costs 50 conclave influence. You see, this is one of those things that it's actually more costly, I think, than what actually you benefit from. Especially when you have your other places developed, but oh well. So Vlad is nearby. I hope he doesn't attack Mulch, the Unbreakable here. Should I go for fire and drills or should I give him... Yeah, fire and drills. And I don't have anything really important in the recruitment. But I guess I can give them... Yeah, I guess I can give them these Hashut Dark Ravagers. Yeah, why not? I'll give those units, of course, to Astragoth whenever I can. Now, Vlad is nearby, so I should just position Astragoth here and ambush in case they move out, you know. And overall, everything seems to be quite fine. I get some stuff to build up. Not a lot of gold to do it, actually. So yeah, in terms of diplomacy, let me just check quickly. Oh yeah, I can get the fecundities to trade and to give me money and to give me an alliance nearly. So yeah, it's not an alliance, but I'm fairly certain they will ally very soon. Oh, I can get peace with Clan Ferric. That's nice. I knew that it wouldn't be a problem, but that cements that. And an outpost with scaling, definitely. That's what I want, actually. Doesn't really matter where I set the outpost, though, so let's go for it. Alright, so Vlad from Karstein actually attacked and sacked it, so he's quite weak. Which means that, unfortunately, I won't have this battle, basically. It will be just an auto-resolve, very straightforward. Yeah, he's already very depleted and fighting against Astragoth. Yeah, definitely. You know, Astragoth just dealt with 4 armies. Vlad is not a big deal. So, treasury or labor? I kind of like the labor first. Wound recovery time, which is always nice. That's exactly what I wanted for Astragoth. In case he ever dies, it'll be very easy. I think Astragoth is going to go for Schatzhafen. I think that's how you mention it. And I've been conquering, of course. What should I focus here on Astragoth? I think it's time finally to go for his... do I need anything here? No. To go for his magic. So what should I go for? The Cascading Fire Cloak? Yeah, that's nice. It's always a cool spell. And then Molten Cores or enable Sundering attacks. That's always cool. Let's repair this. All good. All being repaired. What can I build here? I'll need some armaments there. Not armaments, raw materials. So should I go for this? Yeah, I think so. Why not? Yeah. And in terms of the Tower of Zar, I still cannot go there. He got the construction cost. That's bad, but I can go the workload very soon. And yeah, I'll attack with Mulch very soon. Sundrims is gonna defend here against Griffin Wood. All seems to be fine. I'm moving this other army to get to Negenhof. So it should be fairly easy. And to break the vampires. So yeah, then I'll have to decide what else, but for now, let me just break the vampires. Thank you very much for watching this episode. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.